everybody, I'm Tom LeBlanc. I'm the editor of Commercial Integrator. I'm here at Almo's E4 AV event just outside of Washington, D.C., and I'm joined by Sam Taylor, Executive VP of Almo Pro AV, and Melody Craigmyle, VP of Marketing. So, all right, so one of the things that I think is really interesting about being a distributor is you guys have a very unique perspective on the industry, and you guys have been able to leverage that perspective, especially recently, by recognizing pain points in the market and then rolling out services to help integration firms kind of overcome their pain points. The Almo Connect, which is a broadband solutions service that you guys offer, comes to mind, as does your integration services, as does your content creation services. So my question to you is, what are you recognizing out there right now in terms of pain points that integration firms are leaning on somebody to help them overcome?
Well, in addition to those three, we hear some of our integrators talking about programming issues, not having enough people for big projects. So I think that's something that we'll look at long term to help them with that.
Okay. Another thing, again, with distributors having a unique perspective on the market, you guys hear a lot from your manufacturer partners, your vendor partners, about opportunities that they see, that they're excited about in the market, also challenges that they see, and then you also hear it from the integrator side, opportunities and challenges that they're recognizing in the marketplace. So, you guys would have a pretty good perspective on what the state of the industry is here as we talk just a couple months into 2016, but also kind of knocking on the midpoint of the year. How would you characterize the state of the industry right now?
I think the state of the industry is really strong, Tom. I think that in talking to the manufacturers just at the end of a quarter, and whether it was a fiscal year end or a calendar, just a calendar quarter, everybody I've talked to had a really strong first quarter, and including our customers. So I think the year got off to a little bit of a rocky start when the stock market tanked in the first several weeks of the year, and everybody was wondering, are we heading into a recession here? But it started to come back in time really to not really stop anything, and I think that the next 6 to 9 months look really strong.
Well, one of the things I think is interesting, you kind of explained the state of the industry. You guys have assumed sort of a thought leadership role in the market, and that's kind of evident by the services that you've rolled out and some of the content pieces that you put out. You guys make an effort to have, kind of a voice in the marketplace. Now, was it like that a few years ago? Has what it means to be a distributor changed a lot in this industry? What have you guys seen?
Well, I think the successful manufacturers and the successful distributors and the successful customers find ways to differentiate themselves from the competition. Because another trend I hear in the industry is people complaining about the margins. Manufacturers complaining about margin shrinkage, dealers complaining about margin shrinkage. So, but there are successful ones at each level that have differentiated themselves and brought new value to their customers, whether that be the end user, the distributor, or the manufacturer.
And one of the things that you guys do that adds value is you do this E4 event where we're at right now, just out of DC. Melody, how do you guys determine, how to put on a program and how to determine what elements of the program will provide value to your dealership?
So there's two different ways that we evaluate it. We've been doing the program for many years now. We take customer feedback on evaluations of what classes they want to see, what exhibits, why they attend. But we took it one step deeper this year. We actually hired a professional research firm, and we did in-depth interviews with people that have attended our events in the past, and then also people that registered but didn't attend, trying to understand what was the motivation, what was the thing that maybe didn't push them quite over the edge. And some of the things were affirming, they like the education, the CTS renewal units, but we also learned some new things about why people want to attend the event. We also gained some insight into maybe the time of the year where we're hosting things, that may be a better time for resellers when they're not so busy, that we could host the events so they could send more of their people as opposed to maybe just a group of 5 or so. So it was very insightful for us to hear those points, and that will definitely be influencing 2017, but we took immediately some of that feedback to shape the program for this year.
Okay, great stuff. So Sam Taylor from Almo Pro AV, Melody Craigmyle from Almo Pro AV. I'm Tom LeBlanc, editor of Commercial Integrator. We'll see you next time.